huge announcement or a huge update before this video starts for my Air Jordan heads, especially in the Toronto area. The Jordan store is going to be closing down next month. Yes, the Jordan store, 306 Yonge, it's closing down. If you guys want to see what sneakers are currently sitting, I did a TikTok. It's SneakerTalk on TikTok. Apparently, they're going to be making a big Foot Locker superstore in downtown Toronto. They'll also be closing down the House of Hoops that's at 24/7 Yonge Street. So it's gonna be a weird time without the Jordan store and the flagship House of Hoops here in Toronto. But I'm hoping that the new flagship Foot Locker here will do incredibly well. So with that said, let's get into today's news. So today we're going to be covering the September sneaker releases for Jordan brand. Yes, I know we're halfway into the month. Yes, I have been slacking immensely, but I want to thank you guys for your patience and for clicking onto this video. Let's get into the two releases we missed earlier this month in September, and then we'll talk about all of the Air Jordan releases for the rest of the month and what's also upcoming right after that month is over. On September 4th, I took a fat L on this, but my girl did end up winning the raffle for the Biohack Air Jordan 1 highs. These are really sick. They're actually inspired by the Undefeated and Nike Dunk High collaboration from a long time ago. I think 2002 of the correct year, and the photos on screen right now. But took an L on these. These dropped on September 4th, and resale isn't too insane. It's a very out there sneaker, so I kind of understand why the resale isn't as crazy as some other Air Jordan 1 highs we've seen go up. And just the other day, Air Jordan 5 fans, or the people who like the collections that Jordan brand does with the colleges that they're partners with in America, they did the Oregon 5 general release version. These do not have that Oregon O and that duck on the back, but they basically are the exact same shoe besides that. So if you're a collector, or if you really like green Air Jordans for whatever reason, or you just like these 5s, they also sold out pretty much instantly, and they were online exclusive in Canada. So good luck to everybody still on the hunt for those. Hopefully resale doesn't get too crazy. I know the Michigan ones, those yellow ones, were sitting for a while. I even saw them at the Nike outlets in America. With that said, let's get to the rest of the Air Jordans releasing this month in September, starting off with the September 16th release of a new Air Jordan 1 Low, the white metallic gold. Now, this release date is for September 16th, but there is no official North American date. This is the Asia date, and typically what we've seen in the past is Asia gets sneaker releases about a week or two before North America or before Europe. So I would expect these to drop at the very end of the month in September, worldwide you could say, but right now they're planned to release in 3 days on September 16th in Asia. These are really dope. I did talk about these sneakers in the past, so if you guys want to see that video where I talk about the Air Jordan 1 Lows for 2020, I have it linked down below, or a card will pop up right now. These are a really dope Air Jordan 1 Low. It's just too bad they're releasing such a dope white sneaker at well, summer's basically over. Let's face it, we're pretty much in fall now, so it kind of missed its time to shine. I'm sure if the Olympics were actually happening, they would have been released around the same time the Olympics was happening, but the Olympics got postponed, as you know, and so did this sneaker release. So yeah, that's too bad. Moving on to September 17th, there's going to be two sneakers dropping, both in a collection with Fragment. Yes, Jordan brand and Fragment are teaming up once again. We've seen Hiroshi Fujiwara collaborate several times with different branches of Nike, whether it be the Nike lifestyle stuff or even the Converse stuff. I actually have a pair of Converse Fragments. They put out a lot of collaborations together, but the first time they did a collab was on the Jordan 1 Fragments. You guys might remember those. Those were crazy. Resale even crazier, but this time around they're doing them on the Air Jordan 3. So these are the Fragment design Air Jordan 3s, and these are going to be releasing on September 17th for $200 US and a retail price of $265 for my fellow Canadians. Now, the one thing you're going to notice about these sneakers is there is no iconic elephant print on the shoe anymore. The elephant print is completely replaced with this black leather that goes all across the side of the sneaker, kind of reminding me of those like Air Max 1 inspired Air Jordan 3s. I'll have those on screen right now. I really don't expect these to make as much noise as say the Fragment Air Jordan 1s did, because I think the Jordan 1 is more iconic than the 3s, and also this colorway is super simple and super basic, and it's probably not going to be a must cop for a lot of sneakerheads. So if you take an L on these, it's not going to be that same amount of pain, I feel like, that you had when you took an L on the Fragment ones when those dropped back in, I think, 2014. The white leather on this sneaker looks like it's going to be a super premium release, as to be expected with any kind of collaboration with Fragment. And one thing you're going to notice on the heel of the sneaker, or on the booty as I like to say, is you have the double branding. You have the Jumpman, and then you have the Fragment logo. You have this like transparent Jumpman on top of that black Fragment logo. Looks really cool, and we've recently seen this kind of design on the Air Jordan 3 Fire Red denims that just dropped. Now the Fragment 3s will be dropping alongside another pair of Fragment Jordan sneakers. Now the next pair is probably not going to be as sought after, but I low-key kind of like them a bit more than the 3s. The 3s just really aren't doing it for me. So the next Air Jordan that Fragment Design is collaborating on are the Air Cadence SPs, the Air Jordan Air Cadence. Now this is actually the very first time the Air Cadence is getting a collaboration, and this is a new like lifestyle running shoe sneaker from Jordan Brand in 2020. I've seen a couple colorways. They really haven't put out too many, maybe like 3 or 4, and these are probably the best ones I've seen so far. These use these super neutral gray tones on the upper of the shoe, and it looks like it's a sneaker that you can pretty much wear for daily wear. These will be dropping for a retail price of $130 US and 170 Canadian, and I'm definitely gonna try copying these sneakers. I don't think resale is gonna be too crazy on these, especially if you compare it to the 3s or the 1s. There's not every single Fragment collaboration slaps in terms of hype and resale. These might just go under the radar, but considering the kind of era we're living in right now, where pretty much anything sells out, I wouldn't be surprised if these sell out too. Next up, on September 19th, we have the Air Jordan 14 Hyper Royal. We've been seeing a lot of Hyper Royal Air Jordans come out this year, and the 14s is obviously not going to sell out. I really don't think these will sell out. Call me hypebeast. I don't know what do you want to call me? I don't know. But realistically, these 14s are not going to sell out. I'm not a huge fan of 14s. I know a lot of you guys might not be either. But yeah, these will be releasing for $190 US, and that's 255 Canadian. These have a completely like white leather upper. The quality on these looks solid. I like that kind of metallic finish it kind of has on the side of the shoe with the blue accents. And when it comes to 14s, there really isn't a colorway that will scream out to me to buy it. So if you like these sneakers, you really aren't probably gonna have to buy these on release day. You might be able to wait a little bit. I don't really expect these to have resale. Next up, on September 24th, these sneakers had my attention. When I saw images of these woman Air Jordan 6s, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I might have to cop these. You could say they're like a 50 shades of gray, but there's only like 4 to 5 shades of gray, and there isn't enough black and white to really call it an Oreo. I don't know why I want to call it the Oreo, to be honest with you, but these gray Air Jordan 6 womens, they're pretty dope. But these are gonna end up being a pass for me, and let me explain why. I like the mixture of different shades of gray that they use on the upper of the shoe. It looks really cool. The color blocking looks dope. Kind of reminds me of like the Carmine 6 color blocking. But the thing I don't like about the shoe is on the side of the sneaker, it has like this patent leather glossy finish. And if it didn't have that, these would have been a must cop for me. This would have been like a daily wear Air Jordan 6. That finish, that glossy finish, really turns me off for the shoe, so it's gonna be a pass for me. Retail for these will be $190 US and 255 Canadian. It's really cool to see that Jordan Brand is continuing to give more women's exclusive releases throughout the year. My favorite one would have to probably be these ones right here. I know a lot of people like those Chicago black snakeskin satin looking ones that look like Chicago. Those were cool, but it looked like a cheap knockoff from China of the Chicago one. These on the other hand, I messed with these a lot, and I did actually unbox these on my second channel, so give it a peep. SneakerTalk 365. But these right here, these are a 5 pair of 1 mids, and I'll be reviewing these soon. But yeah, it's too bad that Jordan Brand decided to use this sort of like weird glossy patent leather finish on some of the sneaker. It's a pass for me. So yeah, these Jordan 6s will be releasing on September 24th. So for my ladies out there, mark your calendars if you think these are a must cop. On to September 26th, we have the dark Mocha 10s. Now, 10s aren't a super popular sneaker or a retro when it comes to the Jordan line. Most people really aren't huge fans of 10s. I think the 10s that garner the most hype and interest would be like the OVO 10s, or maybe that's just because I'm from Toronto, but I think the most like hype beast 10s out there would have to be the OVO 10s. So going into fall, we're gonna see more and more brown sneakers. We of course know about the Mocha 1s that are basically a poor man's Travis Scott ones, let's face it. Those are fire, don't get me wrong. But these 10s and this brown and this infrared, it just doesn't do it for me. Now the sneaker photos you're looking at right now are just a Photoshop mock-up, so expect there to be some differences with the actual sneaker when they do come out. But if they do look like this brown leather nubuck with the infrared on the bottom, if they end up looking like this sneaker, it's a pass for me, and I typically pass on most 10s. These are a sneaker that I feel like will sit on shelves. Anyways, the dark Mocha 10s are expected again to release on September 26th for a retail price of $190 US or $255 Canadian. Now there is another sneaker actually expected to release on September 26th as well, and those are the Air Jordan 13 Lucky Green. These caught my attention. I'm not a big 13s fan, but I like the way the white and green on these sneakers complement each other very well. I'm pretty sure my boy Tom Stefaniak in Winnipeg, a real Celtics fan. Celtics. I'm sure Tom is going to want to pick these 13s up. These are basically inspired by the 3-point record PE that Ray Allen has. So yeah, this is sort of like another of those PE sneakers that became a GR, and these might sell out. They're definitely going to sell out in Boston, but here in Toronto, I feel like they just shouldn't even release them. Let's just not mention anything white and green or Celtics in Toronto for a while. Please. Retail price is expected to be $190 US, and retail in Canada will be $255, although I highly doubt anybody in Canada will want them. And that's it in terms of sneaker releases for September from Jordan Brand. Really not too much to get excited about in my opinion. I think the Fragments and those biohack ones were probably the highlight of the month. But yeah, going into October and fall looks really good for Jordan Brand, so subscribe for those sneaker news videos. Stay tuned for that. The most notable release right now that we've seen for October will be the PSG Jordan 4s, the Paris Saint-Germain 4s, looking really clean. Those look really good. The white, the burgundy, the black, those are going to be very tempting for me. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below letting me know what your favorite Jordan release is for the month of September, and I'll be picking 2 people to send over some SneakerTalk merch. So yeah, comment down below, hit that like button as well, and we'll also be streaming tonight on Twitch. Me and my girlfriend will actually be streaming on Twitch. Nadia will be streaming, so our links will be in the description down below. SneakerTalk CA and caffeine_. Oh yeah, and my TikTok is SneakerTalk, so follow me on TikTok. That sounds so weird, but yeah, we're doing some videos. We're doing the TikToking. We're doing the TikToks stuff. No WAP dance anytime soon. Have an awesome day, and we'll be live tonight on Twitch, twitch.tv/SneakerTalkCA. Peace out.